Currently on the first long run of the year, and it is feeling so good. It's February 12th, I think, and it's like 54 degrees. I'm wearing shorts, even though I'm kind of bundled up. And I don't know, week 1 of training, so excited to be back outside running and just feeling great. Hello, it's another week of half marathon training. I'm about halfway through a 5-mile run and it's 56 degrees out here. It's so beautiful. Coming out of winter, this one's feeling really good. I didn't film my 4-mile run last week. Don't know why. I'm doing the Nike half marathon training program for the second time. This is my second half marathon and it's just as great the second time around. I'm really loving it. Yeah, this is just a little break to talk to you guys and we'll just keep going. Winston is here with me. I don't know for sure, but I think he's having a great time. What do you think? He says, let's get running. A certain Winston left me a little present. I feel like I figured out where all of the trash cans are on our running route, but man, this one happened a long way from a trash can. 6-mile run, feeling good. Just went up a massive hill. I think Winston's feeling good too. I haven't broke out the hydration vest, but I think after this, it is time. It's getting warmer. It's like 60 degrees, and I'm running longer distances, so hydration vest time. Hello, Winston's in the shop this time. That's so fun. This is another week with a 6-mile long run, and I am not feeling it this week at all, which happens. And sometimes it's just about getting the miles in, no matter what, even if they're like super, super slow. But the thing that's keeping me going this time is my playlist that I have on Spotify. I'll link it below. It's basically like any time that I hear a song and I'm like, oh yeah, I would listen to that while running, it gets added to the playlist. So it's quite the mix of genres. I made one last year for my first half marathon and then made a new one for this year. I think I'll do a new one every year because sometimes you just get sick of stuff. But I'm about halfway done, I think. So, you know, that's always helpful. Like once you get halfway through, you're like, not that much left. I did bring a water bottle this time, which has been great, but back to it. I'm ready to be home, so ready to keep going. I am out here visiting my best friend. Flew in yesterday and this morning I decided to go for a run. It's a little chilly, but it's so fun to run here. I am sitting, I think this is Rockefeller Park, and it's just so beautiful. And usually when I'm running, it's just me, but there's so many people out right now, so that even though nobody's talking, it's almost like a sense of community, and I really like it. But I'm here for about 5 days, so we're gonna do lots of fun stuff, lots of shopping. Shopping in New York is so fun. So yeah. I'm about halfway through an 8-mile run. I have been sick all week. I just got back from New York this week. I went to visit a friend, and this is my first time. I guess I did a 15-minute run yesterday, but other than that, this 8-mile is my first time running in a week. I actually started out this run thinking I would maybe only do 4 miles, and then I got a few miles in and was like, oh, it actually feels so good. So here we are. I guess we're finishing out the 8 miles. I got new shoes today, so maybe that's part of it. I've been running in Ultra Escalante racers, and those have very minimal cushion, and these have quite a bit more cushion. They're another Ultra. I'll make sure to pop it up on the screen. I don't remember what they are off the top of my head, but so far I'm really liking them. Just finished mile 1. Had to run back home for poop bags because I forgot them. But other than that, feeling good. Mile 2 down. Winston has pooped and I don't know where the nearest trash bag is. But other than that, things are going well. Winston, you having a good time? Good boy. Mile 3 completed. Now I'm kind of bored, kind of over it. I switched from music to an audiobook. I'm listening to Do McKee by Stephen King. So hopefully that'll keep me entertained for a little bit longer. Mile 4, and I'm still feeling really good physically, which is awesome. But running is so funny. I feel like sometimes I really love it. I'm so thankful that I did it. But a lot of the times during, I don't know, it's just like something I have to get done. So I'm just like a little bored, but I'm in a new neighborhood, looking around at houses, and that part's pretty fun. 5 miles is probably the best I've felt the whole run. Just awesome. Over halfway done, almost heading home, feeling great. Water for Winston. I'm on mile 6 and I'm feeling so good, which is awesome. Training is going so much better this time. I definitely feel like it's a lot easier, but because of that, I'm having to be more conscious about pushing myself, which is really hard for me. I just kind of want to go kind of slow and see the sights, but I'm working on it. That mile felt extremely long, but it's now mile 7. I got a little chilly and I put on my quarter zip. We only have 2 miles to go. My knees are kind of feeling it right now, but I'm excited to be almost done. I have seen so many different historic houses this time that I haven't seen before, so that's been really fun, and all of the spring blooms have made it so worth it. But I can't wait to eat something delicious when I get home. Want a treat? Oh, speak. Good boy. 8 miles in, mentally doing pretty well. Overall, I feel really good. It's just my legs hurt so much. And my app just told me that I have 1.3 miles to go completely forgot I'm not doing 9 miles, I'm doing 9.3. So now I need to find 0.3 miles of a route to add on also. Usually my routes are more planned than this. This definitely adds an extra variable that makes me go a little bit slower to try and figure out where the heck I'm going. 9.3 miles completed. I've got my second dog here. That was so good. I am looking forward to running 10 miles on Sunday. Another week, another long run. This time I'm almost 6 miles into 10 miles. Feeling so fantastic. Keeping the speed that I've been trying to keep. And even though it's like very cold today, just feeling great, which is an awesome feeling. The first mile though was so hard, but yeah, I can't believe I'm only 6 miles in. And I just can't, the training this time is just so much easier than the first time I was training for my half marathon. And it feels so good. I can't believe my body is capable of this, which is just an awesome feeling. This week, I think I have 2 more long runs, which is wild. I think I have an 8 mile and then another 10 mile. I think that's the only week that I have that in this training plan, but so far, feeling great. Hello, I am 5.5 miles into 10 miles. I was supposed to do 2 long runs this week, ended up not feeling great, so I'm only doing 1. And I'm treating this as my race pace test because I think I went out a little fast, which is very unlike me. Usually my motto is the first mile always sucks, but I felt so good this time. And you know, after my first couple miles were really fast, I was like, well, I guess I'll keep that up and see where it goes. So not even slowing down to film this. We're just going. Winston, come on. So far, feeling really good. Race is in 5 weeks and I'm feeling ready. It's gonna be great. Winston needed a little water, so I'm sitting down taking a break, but I paused my watch, and the wind is really starting to get to me. It's quite windy today and it's making me cough a lot. So I have like, I'm not sure quite how many miles left, but I'm definitely ready to be home at this point. And Winston's enjoying the smells. I started way too fast. Rookie mistake. Now we're going very slow and it got colder and not feeling so great. So you gotta learn this lesson multiple times, but that's okay. I'll get home eventually. Don't be like me. Don't start your run too fast, even if it feels good, even if you think like, I can keep up this pace the whole time. If you haven't kept up that pace the whole time before, and if it's a big jump, you probably can't. I don't know, maybe you can, but I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna eat so much pasta, and that's what's making this worth it. It's almost half marathon time. I'm on my peak run, which is a 20K, I think, 12.4 miles. I'm 7 miles in, feeling pretty good. And after this, I decelerate my running, and I think my longest run before the half marathon next is only 7 miles, which is super easy. Which is crazy that I can say that now. Feeling great. Hello, happy 2 weeks before race day. I am on just like a 60-minute long run. Easy peasy. I don't even have Winston with me, Poor Winston. Sometimes I run without him, so I know what it's like to be able to move both of my arms instead of having one taken up with a leash. But I'm feeling so good. So excited after how my 12.4 mile run went last week, and I'm feeling like it's gonna be such a good race in 2 weeks. Winston and I are on our last long run before I run a half marathon in a week, and this one's only 7 miles. And I'm calling this one the dress rehearsal, where I think I'm going to wear this hat and this tank top and these biker shorts and these shoes, and honestly probably this running vest as well, but I think I'm not going to put water in it. And we're testing things out. I definitely recommend doing that, even like down to the underwear that you're going to be wearing, to test it all out so that way you're ready for race day. But so far, it's a beautiful day. I'm feeling great. I feel like this half marathon is going to go better than my last one, just that I'm going to feel so much better. And I decided I'm going to eat Hoo Hot after this one, because the last time I ran a half marathon, I wanted to eat Hoo Hot, but I couldn't walk. Like, there was no way I was going to get up to go get food. But this time, I think I'm going to feel well enough that I'm going to be able to get up and get my Hoo Hot. So far so good. I will see you in a week for race day. I've got all my stuff set out for the race tomorrow. So I have my vest, and it's supposed to be 90 degrees. So I am going to take water. Originally I wasn't going to, but I am. So I'm gonna empty this out and refill it in the morning. Got my AirPods. I'll probably have maybe like one in my ear or something like that. In terms of my outfit, I did decide to switch it up because I was a little hot wearing all black last time. So I'm wearing this trucker hat that has ventilation. A different tank top that I've actually never worn, but it's the same as my other one. So hopefully that goes fine. And then socks and biker shorts that I have worn multiple times before. And then in my vest, I'm going to have emergency ibuprofen, chapstick, I also have my watch, and then these are the snacks that I'm bringing, which are snacks that I've had on every run. I know how my body reacts to them. And I think the only other thing I'm gonna add is a few Band-Aids in my vest, just in case. But I ate a ton of pasta tonight, so I've done a good amount of carb loading, hoping to get a good night of sleep, and it's gonna be great. The morning of the race was absolutely beautiful. It was such a perfect morning in terms of weather, and I could not believe the crowd that this race brought out. This was so many people, and it was such a great community. Just everybody having the same goal to finish, regardless of the speed. And I started out the race going my speed. I wanted to make sure I didn't go out too fast. And immediately when you do that, everybody passes you, which is so not a great feeling. But I fought through it and kept going the pace that I knew I needed to go. And slowly, eventually, I actually became the person passing people, which felt so good. But the best part about watching this back is I just have that stupid grin on my face in every single clip. Clearly, I was so happy. And I know this is where I was especially happy. This is where Brian, my fiance, met up with me to cheer me on. And you'll see my face here. Look at how happy I am. I was so happy to see him. And this is where we were getting closer to being into the city. And there was a huge crowd waiting for us that was just absolutely screaming and cheering us on. And it was such a great feeling. And Brian wasn't able to get close enough to catch a video of me actually crossing the finish line, but you can bet I put in the effort those last like 20 feet, even though at this point it actually got really hot and it was really difficult to run. But it was a perfect race for me. Like everything
you know, it was so hot and it was so difficult, but it all worked out and I felt so good after, which is the most important thing. I was able to hit my goal of going to Who Hot and actually physically be able to get up and get multiple plates of food, which was huge for me. Since my last half marathon, I was on the couch the rest of the day. And one of the most underrated parts of running distance is that you have the craziest appetite. I could eat everything in sight and everything tastes so good. So trust that this was a fantastic Who Hot experience. It tasted amazing. And I just want to thank you all so much for going on this journey with me training for this half marathon. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed Brian's camera work right here. And I can't wait to catch you in the next one. Bye.